Heard a good friend of the stream, Carantos, is getting cooked. Is this true?
That you hate. That's why I said it on Destiny stream. I was like, hate is stronger than love, nigga. I'd rather have a lot of niggas hate me than a lot of niggas that love me. Because to me, the niggas that love you.
There are way too many anime profile pics in this Discord room.
But the niggas that hate you, nigga, they got alarm fucking set. They got the alarm set. This nigga goes live when? 6 a.m.
Destiny's watching you right now. Yo, go to YouTube. He's got you right now.
How did he know instantly? What the?
6 a.m. EST. He's live 6 a.m. EST. Oh, I gotta watch that nigga.
Go right now on YouTube. He's watching you right now. Yo, Destiny, pull up in the VC. I know you hear this. Get in the VC.
No, hold up. Let me cook.
No, we're on Twitch.
Let me cook. Let me cook. These niggas are worried about the wrong thing. I have properties worth millions of dollars in their heads rent-free, nigga. I am moving like Grant Cardone. I'm scamming. Because I ain't paid for them properties, yet I'm still cooking. Right? I fucking love when niggas talk about me shitting on me, because that means I'm working. I'm actually working. Because I'm not planning to be a fucking 20, 30, 40, 50, 90, 100 viewer Andy. Am I high? I'm like, what the fuck do you think I am? Am I Cherry? Like, are you high? Bro, that's not my life. That's not what I'm meant to fucking do. I'm meant to fucking build something. I'm meant to provide for my family, for my people. I'm not gonna be able to do that if I'm fucking pulling whatever fucking viewership I'm pulling now. And the easiest way to make it to the top is
there was a
your weight there on a mountain of corpses.
Just pearly things. What do you think?
Of niggas that thought they're gonna take you down. Of niggas that thought that they're gonna fucking make.
Fuck. What was I saying? Oh, my brain is empty. My brain is completely empty. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Whatever it was, it must not have been too important.
Comfortable. I was like, okay, at least a couple of niggas are talking about me. I went to sleep.
Oh, I remember now. There was that study saying that they did like the huge longitudinal hypergamy study. I think it was in the UK. Does anybody have a link to that?
They keep talking nice about me. I'm not showing up to the stream. And they also donate $10,000. I won't show up to the stream. Destiny's chat, $10,000. I won't show up for a month. I promise. $10,000. $10,000. I know some of y'all can pay that. $10,000 right now. Okay. Listen, I'm always about my business. I'm always about my business, right? Anyways, to me, it's no concern, right? But what I'm concerned about is you niggas. Stop saying I'm gonna fucking switch up. Why would I switch up for the atheistic fucking side? Why would I switch up for the insane side that's fucking preaching the wild shit that I'm against? Why would I fucking...
money, bro.
What money? What money will these niggas give me? What money will they... First of all, these niggas...
Bro, you never know. You're gonna get like 4K from another Foss, whatever the guys.
CEO of OPEC offered me. CEO of OPEC. No, listen to me. CEO of OPEC offered me $1,000 when I was 7 months in, 500 hours in. I didn't make a single penny, a single dime. He offered me $1,000 to take my mask off. I said, nah, nigga, I'm good. I'm good. And that's not something that even pertains to my like morals or like to my faith. I was principled when I said that, because in my mind I said, one day I'm gonna be a 10K Andy, one day I'm gonna be 20K Andy, one day I'm gonna be out there. I don't want my face out there. I'm a private guy. I'm introverted, okay? I like to keep to myself. And if I take off my mask right now, there isn't going to be a point for me to keep the mask on. And I denied the $1,000. It might have... Dude,
Does Destiny even read YouTube chat? Only when people ask if I read YouTube chat.
That 1,000 was massive. That shit was fucking huge. You know what I'm saying?
I remember. I was there.
Yeah. So to me, I didn't take it. So
some people can't be bought. They don't fucking get it. Some people can't be bought. We don't have a fucking price.
What money would change me that exists on this planet, right? You know what? I've been wishing that somebody's gonna offer me $1 million to suck dick just to see you, just to show niggas I'm not gonna suck dick. You know what I mean? Like, but I could say that right now, and niggas will put copiums in chat. Bro, that's the chat. Put copium if I'm lying. But that's, bro, it's stupid. You know?
Wait, was this 2016?
Like, it's stupid. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Just know. I'm gonna stay on my grind, okay? I'm gonna stay focused. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna switch up. I still know the day ones that stuck with me. Shout out Crew Plank Day One. Shout out Jay. Shout out Scripting. You know what I mean? Shout out all these fucking guys, King. All these motherfuckers that stuck with me since day one. I ain't gonna fucking fold. Don't worry about it. Don't fucking worry about it. I'm good.
I just don't want you to be influenced. That's all I said. Don't let all these DGGers come in your Discord and influence you. That's all. Don't get pro censorship. Just stay the same fucking person you've been.
Okay, this nigga wants to be brought in. Guys on Twitch, we're gonna be moving over to Kick exclusively. We're gonna be talking to little Steve. Hop on over there. Wait, guys, stick around. He's gonna come in here, okay? Y'all let him.
Fuck Twitch.
Let him know how you feel, huh? Let him know. Twitch, kick.com/Carantos. Kick.com/Carantos. Let me spam the fucking link real quick. Listen, even when I'm not on his stream, he comes to me. I'm telling you guys, wallahi, it's next level. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
You guys have good chemistry. I'll give you that.
Rent free.
You're not a fucking yes man. That's what they don't get. You're not a fucking yes man.
Why are we watching this flower?
You hold them accountable when you need to.
He knows it as well. That's the funny thing. He knows it.
Kick, come over to Kick, Twitch. I love y'all boys. Thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the subs. Thank you for all the donos. I love y'all guys.
I feel like there was a I thought there was a post on the science subreddit about hypergamy, like a week or two ago. No, like a few weeks ago.
Twitter.com/Kranos. Come over to Kick anyways. We'll be on right now. Take care, boys. Oh, where is it? Where is it? There we go. We're off of fucking what is it?
Fuck Twitch.
We're off of
the
Twitch.
fight about something.
Okay.
You're gonna go there then?
No, he's gonna come here.
He's coming here. Okay.
Alright, Alton, get ready to beef, my Albanian brother.
What's happening?
Niggas about to go to war.
Let's see if he wants to
No, but then
Oh,
if he starts losing, yeah, he's just gonna complain about how there's like 10 of us here and there's only one of him.
Don't go too crazy.
I don't think he's a pussy.
And everybody speak at once. Don't overspeak. Let them.
True.
Nah, I'm finna mute myself anyway.
Oh, hey, it's our good friend of the stream, Evil Fossil. Oh shit.
If Tars won,
Take
then I
care,
was time.
Boincy.
Why are we so upset in here today, guys? What's going on?
Nobody's upset, Destiny.
Really? I
What, did you
logged
wanna
in and
talk-
my whole chat said everybody was roasting you for the degeneracy that you're exhibiting on my stream.
Okay, no. People were coming at me. That is true. My viewers, they think that, you know, I will bend the knee to the land of DGG. They think that you degenerates will actually fucking convert me over to your side. And I was just letting them know, if I didn't fold months ago, I wouldn't fold now. There isn't anything special about DGG other than the fact that they love keeping my dick down their throat. So there's nothing to worry about. But I will say this, right? I will say this. DGG, you need to understand one thing. And it's pretty basic. You guys love me. I'm like that fucking sweet that you fucking hate because it hurts your tooth, but you can't get enough of it. So you keep fucking taking. I'm like MSG at this point, okay? I'm addicted. And there's nothing wrong with you being addicted to my dick in your throat. Because that's pretty much what you guys are doing on your subreddits, right? And by the way, I love going there and seeing what you guys have to say. You guys recycle the same content. I have no problem with it. It's okay. It's all right. But I would hope you come up with some new material, okay? And try harder, because I ain't stopping anytime soon. But Destiny, why'd you want to come in here? Thinking what? That we were talking about you, or that my people had a problem with me? What did DG
I just have a little radar that goes off anytime I feel like a bunch of people are obsessively talking about me. It makes me want to hop in and chat, you know?
Listen, again, it's the brain of a fucking streamer. Attention seeking, but that's alright. That's what we all do in a way, right? So that wasn't what was happening. It was actually about me. And right now you're taking my spotlight, kind of cringe, especially since you're not contributing much. You know what? Don't leave. Don't leave.
Don't worry, I wasn't going to.
I actually have something else for you.
Yeah, what's that?
Eva Fossil, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself. I want to understand why you let one of my good people out of your community. Eva Fossil.
Hi. Hi.
Hey, what's up, dude? Hello?
Eva Fossil, don't fold
Fossil,
right now.
come on. Where's the energy you
This is
have for
your
me, bro?
dream.
Come on,
You're
man.
fucking
Keep that
body.
same energy.
What's good, bro?
There we go.
What's up?
Nothing much. What's up?
I'm chilling. What do you bring me in here for, Q? I'm just so enamored by my Destiny in the chat. Coming
Your girl
to
didn't have to shit on
respond
you
to a whole bunch of people ripping on his name.
Whose name's getting ripped on right now?
You said you were paid because people talking shit about you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, are you actually fucking crazy, or why do you do so much weird shit on stream, dude?
For attention. Ain't that what it is out here?
True. Okay. Fair point.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, Destiny. I'm asking for the unbanning of Evil Fossil. He did nothing wrong. He was just mischaracterized as an actual insane person when he's just a very dedicated troll.
Bro, the guy is swinging around a fucking machete on stream, okay? I think I gotta...
Thank you. And trying to behead his dog. Steve, don't forget the dog.
April
It
Fools.
was a plastic machete for April Fools. Why
I
would you
would
assume
call
that
it
it was something
plastic.
real to even begin with? Stop that, right? And he's a big fan of you. First of all, he donated $4,000 to you so he could call you Massa.
Big fan, Massa.
Call him Massa.
Massa, please. Massa, please unban me.
Yeah, okay.
I'm joking, son.
Destiny,
I'm
a black
joking,
man
son.
is calling you Massa and begging for you to unban him. What do you say?
I don't need another one. I've already got you.
Whoa! Dude.
I like that.
Listen,
But I'm
So
a tree,
Mars
bro.
will never
What you mean? I'm
become
not black
somebody,
man,
you
so
know?
I'm a tree. You know I'm a tree, Destiny, son. Come on.
listen, you need to understand this, right? You need to understand this.
Uh-huh.
Nobody was fucking glazing you. You came in here to be glazed. And you think that your community has actual fucking say in my life? Do you genuinely believe that? I would like to know. What
I'm
do you
your
think that
only path to redemption right now, you know?
redemption
There was a
from
lot of
what?
Destiny defense
Redemption
force
from
in
having
that,
30
actually.
viewers for 7,000 hours of streaming.
Damn.
Okay. I
So
I-
Destiny,
I
where
believe
my
that.
reparations, bro? Where my reparations, son?
You have to have
Are you gonna
a...
unban him, yes or no?
Bro, you need to write like a long apology to Dan and RTBA and all the other people you freaked the fuck out of my community, and then I'll consider it. Okay?
How, bro? Like, how do I even know? How would I even know? If
Donate
you ban
another
me, and then
4K.
I can't even know. If
Because
give me a
because
list
people
of
think you're
that
actually gonna fucking
apologize,
kill
I'll
somebody.
apologize.
Okay, I can only hold the dogs off for so long. You look pretty crazy. All right.
How many people kill, bro? Not that many people.
Yeah, it
kill
only
out here,
takes
son.
one for people to feel like it's probably too many.
Oh my god.
Steve, I saw that clip and he told me it was April Fool's, so I'm with you on that one.
Okay.
Look,
Okay,
I'm
wait.
fine.
So is this it? I thought everybody was mad in here. Nobody's mad. Everybody's just chilling.
No.
Yeah,
yeah, would you be mad? Yeah, would you be mad? You want to be mad, girl?
No. You hear a black man that speaks in a very eloquent and passionate way to his community about not fucking deviating or steering away from the right path and letting them know that I would never fold, I would never waver, I will never fucking succumb to the satanic fucking DGG and all of their fucking witchcraft and all of their degeneracy. And do you think we were talking about you? But you
My
know
chat
what? I
said they
know-
were like about to declare a fatwa on you for being on my fucking stream. That's what I heard.
Bro,
All
your chat
exaggerated,
is
bro.
fucking sensitive. I let my people talk to me whatever way, and we just deal with it like grown men. We don't have a problem with it. We don't have a Dan that polices who's schizo or not. Every schizo is welcome on this stream. You're all welcome to come. In fact, BGG.
Destiny,
hold up.
Destiny, I got a question.
Oh, God.
No,
Wait,
no,
wait,
I know. I gave him $4,000. I can ask my question. No. All right, Destiny, I got a question.
Yeah, what's your
I
question?
got a question.
Yeah.
All right.
Where do you get
So
your
you
fucking...
got knowledge,
Go
right?
for it.
Which
Sometimes.
one's more effective? Which one's more effective or more optically sound for humanity to deal with, right? If you have like knowledge, right? Like let's say you have the epitome of knowledge, you got AI, it knows everything, right? And it could give it to us. Would it be better to give it to us in the most efficient manner possible for like human evolution and genetic fluidity, or would it be better to just give us the knowledge altogether and just let us do whatever we want with it?
Would it be better to give us the knowledge for... Wait, what are the two options?
All right, so if you got AI and it's outside of humanity and it got all the knowledge, right?
Okay.
Can it give us the knowledge, and it calculate the best way for us genetically to absorb that knowledge? Because you can only take in certain knowledge at a time, right? Or can it just give it to us in like a cache and we should explore it ourselves? Which one will be better?
I mean, probably if it's smart enough to know all the knowledge of the world, it probably knows how to contextualize it better than us, right? So it probably
You
the
would
one...
give up your agency to that?
I mean, we kind of would be anyway, right?
Would we? I don't know.
If you're asking an AI for
You
like the
see
knowledge
the
of
AI, you see the AI green text? You tell me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, well, listen, it's been fun.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Have fun.
Yo,
Take
good
care.
luck, Destiny.
Yeah.
Good luck to a couple
Bye,
people, boy.
Destiny.
See you later, guys. You guys said there was some crazy shit going on here. There's not anything going on here. Okay. We're doing this one, and then we're going to do the Taibbi video.
I want to think about what?
About her getting in trouble.
It was bound to happen.
Okay, if you aren't aware,
What's bound
Just
to
Pearly Things, the lady who's 26, unmarried, single, career-driven,
Jesus.
and constantly tries to educate women on how to be
Trad.
submissive and married by 25, has gotten in trouble recently. Not for not taking her own advice and being the opposite of whatever the fuck she preaches, but more so for having Nick Fuentes, who's a white supremacist,
Anti-Semite,
on her platform. And basically, when she invited him on the platform for an interview, she didn't push back against any of the stuff that she said. Basically, was co-signing him.
And I just like to say, when you come on, Pearly Things, yeah, all right, we've got best smoke for you. And where you now?
Listen, you've sat down and you've ate off just Pearly Things by tagging us, yeah? And your production is not our production. Our production is big out here. You get me? I got bare smoke for you lot, bro. Both of you lot. I got smoke for Abba and Preach, bro.
You ain't saying shit now, right?
I'm pretty sure this dude's unemployed now.
You ain't saying shit now.
Yeah.
If you come in, cause
she fired his ass.
When you come for Pearly Thing, where you now? Where's the smoke? Where's your cigar? Where's your cigarette? Where is it? Cause when you come from one of us, yeah. And what about when people come from one of y'all? What's she gonna do? Nothing.
Listen, I'll say this about Pearl.
Fuck out of here, clown.
I think it's wild that people have an issue with her right now when she's made her entire career on clowning black women.
Yeah.
True.
It's like, oh, now that she said something about black people as a whole, y'all got an issue. But when she was clowning black, I remember this girl used to have videos back in the day. She used to hit me up all the time. I never really responded much. She used to hit us up and she's like, oh, I want to interview you guys. You know, I got one of the fastest growing podcasts in the world. This is like when she had like 100K subs. And she had this video. She's like, look at this video. It's going viral. And it was her talking to this black woman telling her how ridiculous she is. And on the face of it, it's like, all right, whatever, it's fine. But when I started seeing her try to do the new come up where she transitioned from what she used to be, which was before her videos were like, whitest girl in the world reacts to new rap song. Whitest girl in the world reacts to ABBA and Preach. Whitest, I'm like, okay, this racial dynamic that she keeps playing into is corny and cringe as fuck. But she saw it as a marketing ploy. That was her in to get in, right? She then transitioned to the next step, which is like, oh, I see what Kevin Samuels and some of these other red pills are doing. Let me try to emulate that. So she inserted herself, and she was just talking. And I was like, y'all don't find it fucking weird that a white woman who grew up in a extremely wealthy, in some rural part of America, okay?
So I'm going to show you the front of the house. So I wish I could, like, be in these videos, but I could not find a sibling that felt
Jesus Christ.
Is making her career giving marriage and life advice as some young 22, 23-year-old to older black women. I'm like, you ain't got any Asian, Latinos, white women to critique. No, black women. So I was already looking at her a little bit weird, and she invited me a bunch of times. I never wanted to go on. My man's 28 going on 80, and I don't want that to be you guys. And that's why today's sponsor, T.H. Henley's coming in to save the day. I get compliments on my skin all the time. People be asking, what's your skincare routine? How do you get
Is
your
it custom
skin?
app?
For a
No,
lot of
just survival.
fellas, talking about skincare is a little bit awkward because either we're too ashamed to do it or it seems a little bit too feminine. But the truth is, having rough skin or having all these little dents everywhere isn't something that you necessarily want, especially if it's things that you can easily avoid through very, very good products. I recommend going through that process. And that's where T.H. Henley comes in. They got a great system in place where you can use their products to achieve your skincare goals. I personally recommend that you start with the level 1 system, which comes with all the basics. A daily face wash, which gets rid of all the dirt and grime on your face. Then you got a 2 times per week exfoliating scrub to get rid of all the dead skin cells. And an AM moisturizer with SPF 20. Because we all need to make sure that our skin is protected from the sun. And the cool thing about T.H. Henley is all their boxes come with instructions. In addition to amazing skin, members of T.H. Henley
Is
get
Twitter
tons of
down?
benefits, like at least 20% off retail price. The ability to pause or cancel at any time, as well as free US shipping. And because T.H. Henley is sponsoring today's video, if you go to the link in the description below, not only will you get all the benefits that I just listed, but you'll also get a free gift with your purchase. Don't wait. Rub out that face so you can actually start looking fresh.
Trying to find the thing, but
what thing?
Her whole thing.
You can't. That Instagram got deleted.
Even though you can still find the conversation if someone still get it.
No, after a while you can't. It just says Instagram user.
Yeah,
but you can't find it. How would you find it if it just says Instagram?
Are you aware that somebody is selling trash quality t-shirts with your designs on them on tons of websites? There's literally so many that come up if you Google her name. Wait, really? That's some drop shipping hustle right there. Mate, what the fuck?
Instagram user. You'd have to scroll all the way down.
back, yeah.
And you're not going to go through general. There's hundreds of DMs.
Oh, it's in general?
Yeah, I didn't put it in.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to the bitch. Why I put her in the primary? She going to general. Fuck her. Fucking dweeb. This girl was corny to me. Do I think she's a grifter? Absolutely. Yeah, I do. I don't think she believes half the stuff that she says that comes out of her mouth. Her friends, her family have already come out and said stuff against her, and she's made up certain aspects of her life. But more importantly, I don't know, you just see the switch up that she's done over the last 2 years, and it's been fascinating to see the kind of title she had before, content she's making, to what she's making now. I just don't buy it. I never did. At the end of the day, do I think she's some kind of race supremacist? No, I don't. I think she's just somebody who wants to make money, and her capitalistic mindset made her realize that black men will support a woman who echoes what they think, especially if she doesn't look like them.
Damn.
So they threw money at her.
Scathing.
She's a goofy broad who found a way into the community and was able to make a lot of money off you guys. And she will continue, because a lot of dudes are more concerned with getting back at women or showing them up than they are with actually getting to the truth of any situation. Because if you look at her, she's a giant flaming hypocrite. The thing that she is the exact thing that she preaches against. She ain't got no husband. She's a career-driven woman who's very, very argumentative and isn't submissive in any type of way. How's she the one to tell everyone how to live and what they should be, but she's not even an example of the thing that she talks about? Y'all never found that shit kind of weird? And then on racial issues, I don't even think that she's some kind of supremacist. I just think she's ignorant. That's it. I just think she's ignorant. And when a man came on the platform and said a bunch of stuff, she just didn't have the wherewithal or the ability to counter anything because she wasn't well read on it.
And there was a lot of things that she was agreeing on that, you know, was whatever. But whatever.
I just think she just doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about, which is true for many of the subjects that she talks on. None of this is surprising, so I thought this was actually kind of boring and dull. But yeah, what do you think?
It was just very expected. When I saw that shit, I was like, yeah. Yeah. What the fuck did you expect? Of course. So, whatever. It's a whatever sandwich to me.
And Nick tries to like.
Oh, whatever sandwich. Yikes.
But he is. Yeah, absolutely is. I remember at one time he's like, no, I'm more actually on my Christianity more than anything else. But then this guy in the conversation was advocating for like a white power structure. He wanted white people in charge. And then I remember I asked him a question one time. I said, Nick, you get to choose. You said Christianity is your most important criteria, right? He said, yeah. I said, okay. You have to choose between marrying a black woman who's extremely Christian or marrying a white woman who's an atheist. What would you choose?
Wait. Wasn't this my question? Did I just get yoinked?
The dude back. I'm like, bro, I thought you said Christianity is your most important factor. Why would you choose the black one? And I'm like, bro, just say you love whiteness, man. Why are you doing all this Christianity bullshit? You know what I mean?
He might have asked the same question.
Yeah. It's just, he is what he is. It's fine when you accept it. You can have that conversation with him. You can push back on his ideas, but you need to actually acknowledge and do some research, and you didn't do that. And so with highly controversial guests, does it mean you can't have them on your platform? No, you can. You just got to get ready to actually push back on some of their ideas. That's it. So, anyways, this one's kind of boring to me, but everybody wanted us to cover it, so here it is. But I don't know what y'all want me to say. I couldn't believe y'all made this girl popular in the first place, but everyone's allowed to do whatever they want. So, you know, y'all
freedom of speech for you,
exactly.
Freedom of speech for me. Yeah. You're allowed to do some dumb shit, but I'm allowed to tell you dumb.
Absolutely. And you're allowed to tell us we're dumb too. I really think
it's fine.
But yeah.
Live your life.
You know how many times people said, yo, go on her podcast, go on her podcast. I'm like, why the fuck would I go on that weirdo's podcast? So I go sit there and tell women, you're unreasonable. Modern women are the problem. Oh, actually, this part was actually interesting. Some dude who worked with her. Remember the guy who said, I ain't got no problem with her? I got no problem with Abba and Preach?
Yeah. I got bare smoke for you lot, bro. Both of you lot. I got smoke for Abba and Preach, bro. Bro, please don't mention it.
When you say that, don't say we. Just say you got smoke, because I ain't got no smoke for no one.
No, that's what I said.
So this guy came out saying, not only he debated a video saying like, yo, she takes over 80 to 85% of people's ad revenue.
Now, myself and Pearl sat down to have a conversation, and she expressed to me...
Wait, is that the same guy?
She wanted to do a new segment for her show, and she said she would want me within her studio 4 days per week. I said, okay, from what time? She said from 10 in the morning till 5 o'clock in the evening. I said, so working 4 to 5 days a week for 7 hours is essentially a day job. What is my guaranteed fee at the end of the month? What is the salary? And she looks at me.
Oh, the second guy.
We do not do guarantees, and we do not do salary. She does percentages. So I said, okay, cool. Well, what's the percentage? She said, Sarah, you're the high end, so you will get 70-30. So I said, fine, okay, let me listen. 70% goes to me and 30% goes to you. Now she looked at me and she said, no, 70% goes to me, Pearl, and 30% goes to me, Sarah Garvey. And that's when I started scratching my head. I said, what's the low end? She said it's 10 to 15%.
Which is like a crazy split. Even when you account for business expenses and everything, that's a crazy split. That Pearl, who's not even on the camera, will take 85% of what the person makes, okay, from ad revenue. Right. No MCM, no like marketing agency does that. So that's one. Two, one other thing that he said he was talking about the past. She ended up filing a bunch of DMC strikes again to try to get his video taken.
Of course.
It's just fun.
But when people with no arguments, trying to push back on things, that's what they're gonna do.
DMCA strikes.
DMCA strikes.
Of course he did. Of course.
That are not DMCA strikes.
Yeah.
Abusing the system.
But anyways, let us know what you guys think about this. Yeah.
Yeah.
For
that floor. Okay, I'm firing up the kick stream. All right, good luck, Taibbi.
The world's most powerful investment bank is a great vampire squid wrapped around the face of humanity, relentlessly jamming its blood funnel into anything that smells like money. That was how, in 2009, Rolling Stone journalist Matt Taibbi famously began The Great American Bubble Machine, his 10,000-word expose on Goldman Sachs and its considerable economic influence at the height of the Great Recession. The vampire squid was an indelible image, and it was textbook Matt Taibbi. If you were like me back then, you loved reading his blistering takedowns of America's worst villains. In 15 years at Rolling Stone and in occasional NBC and MSNBC.
You know what kind of sucks? What it kind of feels like? And this is just a feeling. Maybe I could be wrong. But I look at like Glenn Greenwald. I look at some of the guys at The Intercept. I look at like Matt Taibbi. I look at there's another journalist associated with the Twitter files that was decently famous as well. Not just Taibbi. Fuck, I forget the other guy's name. But you think that like these are principled journalists doing really good work, and that's awesome. But now I kind of wonder, like, maybe nobody's actually principled in the work they do. Maybe they just really had, like, a bone to pick with a certain agency, and because of that, they happened to, like, coincidentally do good work, you know? But then as soon as they lost, like, that opponent and they switched gears, now you can kind of see that they're just kind of like scumbags. I don't know. Hopefully not.
NBC appearances, Taibbi won lots of fans and awards for skewering anyone who shafted the little guy from K Street to Wall Street. But if you listen to him these days, he's telling a different story.
I spent 10 years covering the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. That was obviously a very serious issue, but this Twitter file story and what we're looking at now and what we're investigating now, I don't think there's any comparison. This is by far the most serious thing that I've ever looked at, and it's certainly the most grave story that I've ever worked on personally.
Yes, the Twitter files, quote unquote, 19 releases of select internal Twitter documents provided to Taibbi and other reporters and activists after the social media site was acquired by tech billionaire Elon Musk, remember him? Which made seemingly explosive claims about the politicized blocking of the Hunter Biden story, as well as allegations that Twitter shadow banned conservative accounts without cause. According to Musk and Taibbi and his reporting colleagues and the Republican House majority, those files show Twitter colluding behind the scenes with feds, NGOs, and yes, Democrats to silence critics. A new woke McCarthyism through digital censorship.
Democrats used to care about protecting First Amendment free speech rights too. Now it's like, okay, if you're attacking, and I said this on the House floor, I said, don't think they won't come for you. Oh, the big tech, big media, cancel culture, they may come for Republicans and conservatives now, but the mob is never satisfied. They will keep coming.
Yeah, I am coming.
But critics say the Twitter files don't come close to making that case, and that they also are a product of questionable journalistic ethics, gifted to Taibbi and others by a billionaire with access and a right-wing political agenda, and then rapidly weaponized by conservative media with little regard for the facts.
The Republicans have brought in 2 of Elon Musk's public scribes to release cherry-picked, out-of-context emails and screenshots designed to promote his chosen narrative, Elon Musk's chosen narrative, that is now being parroted by the Republicans because the Republicans think that these witnesses will tell a story that's going to help them out politically.
Is the Twitter file story as big, as damning, as revealing as its proponents claim? That's what we are going to debate today. Because in some ways, Matt Taibbi has become the man of the moment, with nearly 2 million Twitter followers, tens of thousands of paid subscribers to his Substack blog, and Republican lawmakers hanging on his every word. The man who used to gleefully heap abuse on the outrage industrial complex on Fox now appears regularly on that very propaganda network he once so wonderfully lampooned. Oh, and that video you saw earlier of Taibbi testifying in last month's Republican-led hearing on the weaponization of the federal government, he says that on that day, the IRS visited his New Jersey home to tell him 2 years of tax returns had been rejected. We reached out to the IRS, but they say they can't comment on individual cases. So, late last month, Matt Taibbi asked me on Twitter, where else, to invite him on the show to debate the Twitter files and free speech and Elon Musk. Now, I've mocked him in the past for doing PR work for the world's richest man, and he's accused me of being an ardent establishment moralist. Great line. But today, I hope we're going to avoid the name-calling and keep it civil as I put my questions to him. Matt Taibbi, a National Magazine award-winning journalist who runs the Racket News Substack and broke the so-called Twitter file story, joins me now. Matt, thanks so much for coming on the show.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Why do you believe these Twitter files are so important, and what should our viewers know about what's in them that they don't know? Just briefly, your top lines.
First of all, I never said anything about woke McCarthyism, so do you want to take that back?
I didn't put that in quotes. I said a so-called woke McCarthyism. Jim Jordan has also talked about that, and that was a line into Jim Jordan. But happy to say that you haven't described it as McCarthyism. You've described it, I think, as a digital censorship complex. A digital, sorry, industrial...
I said digital McCarthyism, not woke McCarthyism.
Okay, digital McCarthyism. We can correct that, yes.
Okay, good. So you started off, as I expected, with the whole what happened to you, man, routine. Well done.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
this guy does not sound media ready.
The stories speak for themselves. I don't have to talk about how important or not they are. The audiences are interested in them because of what they show. That there was an organized, systematic structure in place for the FBI and the DHS to talk not just to Twitter and to forward thousands of moderation requests to companies like Twitter, but also to virtually every other social media platform. This is essentially an organized system of quasi-state censorship, and it's alarming. It's a lot more than what we thought was going to be there. And again, people are just looking at what we found. We don't have to make claims about it. They're upset about it because of what they're reading.
Well, not everyone's upset, and you do make claims, so let's talk about that today. And Matt, we're going to disagree a lot today. You've already started with disagreement, so let's start with some agreement. Should the FBI be wasting so much time and taxpayers' money flagging so many tweets to Twitter? In my view, no. Does the FBI have far too cozy a relationship with social media companies? Yes, I agree. But do your files provide evidence of government censorship? I don't think so. Let's just take the very first example you cited in the very first thread, which went mad viral. You wrote, by 2020, requests from connected actors to delete tweets were routine. One executive would write to another, more to review from the Biden team. The reply would come back, handled. Now, that sounds bad, but aside from the fact that the Biden team was not the government at the time, it turns out that at least 3, maybe 4 of those 5 tweet URLs that you linked to, that they link back to non-consensual nude images of
the Hunter Biden dick pics. I think these were the ones that we looked up on stream because I was curious, because that is a spooky point. Are they making requests to take down like conservative media stuff? Like, and then when I looked up most of them, it was just Hunter Biden cock.
Biden. Why was it wrong, Matt, for the Biden campaign, not the government at the time, to ask Twitter to enforce its own terms of service against people basically posting revenge porn? Do you understand why people question your credibility on this whole project when you omit such crucial context right from the get-go.
First of all, the reason that's important is because the ordinary person can't just call up Twitter and have something taken off Twitter. If you put something nasty about me on Twitter, I can't just call up Twitter and talk to the government liaison, whose name I won't mention on the air, and say, hey, can you take care of this? And have them take care of that. That doesn't work for the ordinary person.
So, firstly, huge goalpost movement. He's saying for the ordinary person. That is correct. Well, the ordinary person can report, but they don't have direct lines. However, this has nothing to do with government preference. Large talent agencies, large organizations, probably media, probably people with verified account liaisons and shit, people that communicate with Twitter, can do this. But that's standard with every single company. That's probably an okay thing as well, right? Like if somebody fucks me over on YouTube, it's probably gonna be a little bit more difficult for me to get it taken down than like Linus Tech Tips, who's probably got like a quicker line to YouTube because they're larger people and there are special liaisons for like different types of figures. That's not special government preferred action, and that's not even necessarily like a bad thing. And it has something to do with government favorability. He also admitted he has the ability to call them. Of all the things I learned earlier today that Substack links are being blocked on this platform, when I asked why, I was told it's a dispute over the new Substack Notes platform. Oh, so he has the ability to ask questions directly as well, which wouldn't surprise me either, because he's like literally in direct contact with Elon Musk, who owns the platform.
Biden campaign could do it. Donald Trump could do it. But I can't do it. Can you do it? I don't think so.
Is that reasonable? Hold on. Is this guy going to be in Austin? Can somebody tell me? Hold on. Mines, Austin. Is it Super Mines? What's the name of the event? Did I put autism? How the fuck is this coming up? Mines, Austin, debate. Mines, oh, it's called Mines Fest? Chris Williamson, Matthew Israeli, Peter Bogdosian, Daryl Davis. No, okay. Libby. Brian Kalenjak. Oh no, fuck. Where are the Twitter files guys? Are none of them, did they all drop out? Oh. Did they all drop out? I think the Leighton guy quit. He emailed me. I don't want to say anything incorrect about him, but... Oh, Schellenberger was supposed to be here too. Ah, fuck. I shouldn't have done that one debate.
You didn't answer my question. Why didn't you tell us what were in the URLs? Because it sounds much worse than it is. When you discover that actually it was simply a violation of Twitter's terms of service, that these were nude, non-consensual images for Hunter Biden, why not mention that? Did you not know? In which case, that's kind of incompetent. Or did you know and you were just hiding it from people?
Incompetent?
I mean, if you didn't know, if you put up...
MSNBC. My God, you got 6 consecutive years of just screw-ups on the Russia story.
Well, that was predictable. If we're going to do predictable. Can you answer the question? Did you know what was in the URLs when you posted them? It's a simple question.
What was in the URLs?
Why didn't you tell us?
I don't need to.
Because it's relevant. You don't think it's relevant that it's a violation of Twitter's terms of service to have nude pictures of Hunter Biden up?
Look, every time they make a request to Twitter, they're doing what you're arguing. They're making the argument that, oh, we're not actually asking, this isn't censoring, this is just the government pointing out that
that's
this or that.
That's what the emails show that you posted. They don't demand anything, do they? They say, can you check if this is in line with your terms of...
He shouldn't have let him get away with it. They should have let him keep going. They do what? Like, they take down dick pics of Hunter Biden? Like, you should have just let him run with that. What do you, like, Jesus. It wouldn't let me choose the correct first mirror. I don't think the sniper is good. I think you want the 2 Rangers, but for some reason it wouldn't let me click one or the other.
Service. And those URLs...
I kind of wish I could stream this on YouTube as well. I'm literally streaming on YouTube right now, August. You fucking idiot. You fucking moron.
Weren't, so I'm wondering why you wouldn't mention that.
First of all, the government, I can't even report that yet. All right. when they're doing this, it's...
Bro, is he retarded? Wait, what is the... Does he not have any, like, media training? Or does he just do, like, behind-the-scenes stuff? Has he given interviews before where it's not just people filleting him? I'm actually shocked. Like, Tate was way better, and he had a really rough interview. What did he expect going into this? Like, these are, like... We haven't even gotten to, like, very hard or difficult questions yet. And he's been doing this consistently. This is, like, his life now. It's like these Twitter files. How is he not ready for anything?
They say, can you check if this is in line with your terms of service? And those URLs weren't. So I'm wondering why you wouldn't mention that.
First of all, the government, I can't even report that yet. All right. When they're doing this, it's self-evident what they're doing. And I don't have to make claims about what it is. I can just show you what they're doing. Everybody knows.
Listen to these words. Listen to how cult fucked his mind is. Can you hear this? Can you imagine, like, a journalist, okay? A journalist, all right? My goal as a journalist is to show you things that you don't know about. That's what my goal is. I want to dig into companies. I want to find information. I'm going to show you, the people, this shit that I found. And then somebody asks you, like, bro, I mean, like, I don't have to explain. I mean, just look, I don't have to explain anything. What do you mean? It's your job to explain things. That's literally what the fuck you do. That's what you're here for. That's the whole purpose of your existence.
That's the problem. You didn't show the world that the Biden campaign asked for nude images. You didn't. Other people pointed out what those URLs were. You never did. And that's the problem, Matt. There's a lot of omission.
Thousands of things that I wrote. Am I going to describe every single thing that I published?
That was the first Twitter file and the most viral tweet. Noam Chomsky, who you know and I know and we like,
which is about a subject you guys screwed up.
Said one of the... We'll come back to that. Has said one of the greatest forms of censorship in the media is censorship by omission. You've heard that quote. There's a lot of omission in the Twitter files. A lot you and your colleagues don't tell us. You mentioned in passing, for example, in your very first thread that the Trump White House made requests of Twitter too, i.e. the actual government, not the Biden campaign. But you didn't tell us what those Trump requests were. It took an actual Twitter whistleblower. Well, it took an actual Twitter whistleblower in front of Congress to reveal that Trump once demanded Twitter take down a mean tweet about him from the model Chrissy Teigen. You didn't mention that in any of your Twitter files posts.
Because I didn't have that story. I don't have it.
Weren't they in the emails? Weren't you given free reign and access to see anything you wanted? Now, here's I don't know if this journalist is going to get this, the MSNBC guy. Here's a really important question. You said you had access to everything. So one of three things is happening right now. Either one, you're fucking lying, okay? You're lying, and you did see it, you chose not to. Two, you didn't have access to it. So Elon Musk gave it, or Elon Musk didn't give it to you. Or three, it might only be two. One is that you're either lying, because you had it, you didn't report on it. Or two, just two. Or two is that Elon Musk didn't give it to you, so you didn't have all the information you thought you did, right? The whole point of the Twitter file is supposed to be that you guys had unrestricted access to every possible fucking thing in the world. And now you're telling me that there's something that was pretty fucking important, the current sitting government administration, and you didn't report on it. Was making requests of Twitter, and you didn't report on it. Why?
Doesn't that tell you something? That you had the Biden story and not the Trump story? That Elon Musk was giving you one side of the story?
No, you don't understand. First of all, that first batch of files resulted in the firing of Twitter's general counsel.
Oh my God.
We were looking at something on a very short time frame, but we didn't have it. I went out of my way to report that fact. I was the first person who reported that Donald Trump made requests and had them honored on Twitter.
But you outlined which ones the Biden team did without giving full context, but you didn't outline which ones the Trump. Well, maybe you should ask yourself why it is you didn't have it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this. A lot of your own Twitter files reporting shows top Twitter employees
They don't have it either, by the way. The whistleblower in Congress didn't have it either.
Why would Congress have it?
She did say under oath that this actually happened, so you can accuse her of what you want later.
I don't have to accuse them.
So it sounds like you are. Out of interest, Matt, the emails you show really difficult content moderation decisions. They don't show Twitter rolling over. They show people actually having really interesting discussions, unlike now where Elon Musk just dictates that NPR is state affiliated and it happens overnight. They also show Twitter resisting requests to things that members of Congress have asked them to take down, members of the FBI. So I wonder, how do you call this a censorship industrial complex when Twitter, according to your own files, is saying no a lot of the time? I mean, if it was censorship, they'd have just rolled over every time Agent Chan of the FBI or Congressman Adam
Good
Schiff
Destiny argument.
made a demand, but they didn't.
I published an explicit tweet which describes Twitter's internal ads policy, where they say publicly, we are going to represent that we make these decisions at our sole discretion. Internally, we are going to act when the U.S. intelligence agency, the U.S. intelligence community, that's the quote, when the U.S. intelligence community determines that an account is linked to a foreign malign threat actor. So they're talking about their two-phase system in the document. Now,
but your words, Matt, you say, to their credit, they turned down requests. You say it yourself. Those are your words in the Twitter files.
Yeah, they did, but this is a story that has multiple layers to it. The government is constantly
nuanced.
Applying pressure to these companies. It starts with a baseline of them not wanting to be engaged at all with the government, or to have a very limited relationship. The door gets kicked open when in 2017, particularly in the fall of 2017, when the Senate Intelligence Committee starts leaning on Twitter to endorse their accusations that there had been a substantial number of bots linked to Russia's Internet Research Agency. And essentially, it was made plain to Twitter that they would both be subject to lots of bad press and perhaps increased regulation if they didn't communicate with the Senate Intelligence Committee in the way that they wanted.
But communicating is not rolling over, Matt. All I'm saying is I don't see the evidence. If I saw evidence... They didn't. Adam Schiff says take down a tweet, and they don't, according to your own files.
What's Adam Schiff going to do? Is Adam Schiff the CIA? Is the CIA going to come to Twitter and say
so
this
do
is
you
a
have
deal
evidence?
breaker?
So do you have evidence that the CIA demanded a tweet got taken down and they did it immediately? I haven't seen it.
Well, we think it's the CIA.
What the fuck? He sounds like a fucking moron. I feel like I'm in Clown Town. I feel like I'm in Clown World right now. There are conservatives in my YouTube chat right now that defend this guy. Are you serious? It feels like a YouTube video essayist went into a mainstream media fucking battle room with no preparation.
So do you have evidence that the CIA demanded a tweet got taken down and they did it immediately? I haven't seen it.
Well, we think it's the CIA, quote-unquote other government agencies. We know that the CIA was present.
You think it's the CIA? You began the interview saying you don't make claims, it's just evidence.
I don't know if they're on like a time limit. They must be on a time limit. Because like these are scenarios where like just let him talk. Just be quiet and let him talk because this guy is stumbling hard. Holy shit.
Okay, let's talk about your evidence, Matt, because as I say, people...
Quote me directly if you're going to do this. Quote me directly.
What am I quoting? You just said this.
We think it's the CIA.
Yeah,
he just asked you.
I haven't seen a single Twitter file
where
the CIA tells Yoel Roth to take it down.
We showed reports that came through the Foreign Interference Task Force. We know it came through the FBI. We know that's the destination by which it came, but the origin of the document we couldn't determine because, and there's lots of these. We have hundreds.
There are lots of these, and Twitter doesn't deny that they take stuff down. Right? Twitter put out a report in
Caroline, and you're going to let me answer the question because you're accused me of getting this wrong. So these documents. I went out and I talked to every former intelligence person from every agency that I could to try to identify where these documents came from. And I ended up quoting, I think I quoted John Kiriakou and I think one other person as saying that looks about right. Because the people that I talked to thought that this was probably you know, a CIA document that they thought that it looked like that. It could have been from some other agencies, but I did what I put the document up, and I said, "This is what it looks like. This is what these people thought it was." I reported that other people talked about OGA. That's.
And I'm not, Matt, just to be clear, I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing any of that. I'm saying there's no evidence that the government is ordering Twitter to take a bunch of stuff down and Twitter's agreeing to everything. Twitter, hold on, let me finish. I'll let you finish. Let me finish. Twitter put out a report in 2021, as you know, which must shut down, a transparency report where they said the government asked us to take stuff down, and we took down 40% of what we were asked to take down.
Oh. Fuck me. At the end of my conversation with one of the Twitter Files guys and then a couple of the peripheral journalists, that was my suggestion, where we agreed. It would like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a transparency report for some of these social media companies, where maybe at the end of the year they just say like, oh, the government asked us to take down these things and we did it. And it sounds like they do that. This is already something they do.
They've never denied that they take stuff down. Yeah, I think it's serious. I think if you were right, it would be 100%. The fact that it's not 100%, the majority of stuff they turned down, doesn't tell me there's a censorship complex. I don't understand how it. Do I think it's serious that they take down 40% of stuff? Maybe, but that's not. Nothing you showed suggests. In fact, the agent from the FBI sent emails saying, "Hey, do you mind taking this? Do you mind looking at this and seeing if it's in line with your terms of service?" That is not the police state that I think is being painted by Jim Jordan. By the way, you said about factual inaccuracies, Matt. Let's talk factual inaccuracies. Stanford. You talk a lot about the Election Integrity Project in the Twitter Files, which Stanford and the University of Washington founded to monitor attacks on our elections. And you say some stuff about them that a lot of your critics say is not true, and that affects your credibility. You said the EIP was founded in response to the government dropping its proposal for a disinformation governance. Well, there you are. We're quoting you on screen. It wasn't. It was formed 2 years earlier. You suggest it was government funded.
Oh, nice. Wait.
It was founded in response to the government dropping its proposal for a disinformation governance. Well, there you are. We're quoting you on screen. It wasn't. It was formed 2 years earlier. You suggest it was government funded, even though during the 2020 election that you're covering, it wasn't. You say they labeled 22 million tweets as misinformation in the run-up to the 2020 vote. They didn't. They flagged 3,000 election misinformation tweets for labeling, so you were only 21,997,000 off. And you also claim the EIP was, let me finish the question, you can come back in. You also claim the EIP was partnered with the government Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Agency, CISA, to censor Twitter, but you mix up CISA, CISA, a Homeland Security Agency, with the Center for Internet Security, the CIS, which is a non-profit. In fact, you added an A to CIS, I think people can see it there, in brackets, to make that false claim. It's just error after error, Matt, on just this one topic.
But the other ones aren't. 22 million number came from their own report?
Yeah, where did it came from a report in March. Do you know what the 22 million number is, Matt? Can you tell me? Because we checked. 22 million is the number of tweets about election misinformation that they just mapped. How many tweets were they? The ones they actually flagged to Twitter before the election, 22 million came after the election. It wasn't in the run-up. They flagged 3,000. So you were off by 21,997,000. That's another error.
They said a lot of things. I stand by my story.
What the fuck?
You stand by what story? You stand by 22 million were flagged in the run-up to the election.
They said a lot of things,
in
bro.
March 2021, which was after the election.
No, this came in their report after the election.
Which was about some total of tweets that they counted on the election. What they flagged to Twitter was 2,980 tweets, I believe. So that's nowhere near 22 million. Come on, what? You got something wrong. You got CISA wrong. Why did you add A? Okay, Matt, why did you add A in square brackets? Do you understand why people worry about?
I actually thought that.
And why didn't you fix it? I did check the tweet before I came
Almost
on
like
air.
editors are
It's been 3
important.
weeks since it was flagged to you. Why not fix it? Do you not have editors at the racket?
I didn't realize
They didn't
that
have
until
editors
now.
for any of these
Okay,
stories.
what about the date? You got the date wrong when it was founded. You said it was founded in response to the disinformation board. That was last year.
Well, because Stamos is saying in the video that we were sort of created to fill the gaps.
But no, that's not what you say in the tweet. That's not what you say in the tweet. You say
SIO was created in 2008.
No. You say, this is what you say, that the EIP was created after the public uproar paused the disinformation board. That's wrong. You need to correct that as well, don't you?
After the...
That's what your words. You say, to quote you, after public uproar paused the Orwellian Disinformation Governance Board, Stanford created the EIP. That's wrong.
Well, that's what they say. My
Well, you could check.
sources said it
You
was
could
the
check.
image-
You don't need sources, Matt. You could check the EIP website. It says it was created in 2020.
Well, that's the date that I just said.
And the disinformation board was 2022.
Okay. All right. Well, then that is an error.
Okay, so let's talk about Elon Musk. We're talking about Twitter files. You have talked about why you don't want to reveal that he's your source, even though he's basically outed himself as his source. I get that you don't want to reveal your source as you're a journalist, but Barry Weiss has outed him. He's outed himself. What's interesting about Elon Musk is that we checked. You've tweeted over 30 times about Musk since he announced he was going to buy Twitter last April, and not a word of criticism about him in any of those 30-plus tweets. Musk is a billionaire who's been found to have violated labor laws multiple times, including in the past few days. He's attacked labor unions, reportedly fired employees on a whim, slammed the idea of a wealth tax, told his millions of followers to vote Republican last year, and in response to a right-wing coup against Bolivian leftist president Evo Morales, he tweeted, "We'll coup whoever we want." And yet you've been silent on all of that. How did you go, Matt, from being the scourge of Wall Street, the man who called Goldman Sachs the vampire squid, to being unwilling to say anything critical at all about this right-wing reactionary anti-union billionaire?
Hello? Am I still on?
Yes, you're still on. How have you, I'm just wondering how come you've never criticized Musk despite all that.
Look, so I like Elon Musk. I met him. This is part of the calculation when you do one of these stories. Are they going to give you information that's going to make you look stupid? Do you think their motives are sincere about doing X or Y? I didn't. I thought. I mean, I did. I thought his motives were sincere about the Twitter files, and I admired them. I think he did a tremendous public service in opening the files up. But that doesn't mean I have to agree with him about everything. And
Agreed, I agree with you. But you never disagree with him. You've gone silent. People would say that's access journalism.
No, I haven't reported anything that limits my ability to talk about Elon Musk.
So will you criticize him today? For banning journalists, for working with Modi government to shut down speech, for being anti-union. You can go for it. I'll give you as much time as you like. Would you like to criticize Musk now?
No, I don't particularly want to. Look, I didn't criticize him really before, and I think that what the Twitter files are is a step in the right direction.
But it's the same Twitter that he's running right now.
I disagree with him. If you want to ask, I think.
Understood, Matt. Well, I'll ask you a specific one.
No.
It's not in bad faith, Matt. Sorry. You say that Twitter. Hold on. Let me finish my question. You're saying that he's good for Twitter and good for speech. I'm saying he's using Twitter to help one of the most right-wing governments in the world censor speech. I will criticize that. Will you?
I have to look at the story first. I'm not looking at it now.
Hold on. I posted the story 2 weeks ago. You tweeted at me.
I don't watch the Medhi Hassan show.
You do. Actually, you do, because you tweeted at me saying, invite me on the show and I'll tell you my views. Here you are. Here's your view. There it is. There it is. Look.
Oh no! It was actually over this exact tweet. Wow, this was done at the request of the Indian government. Apparently, Twitter has blocked the accounts of several high-profile Canadians, including NDP leader Jagmeet Singh and poet Rupi Kaur, from internet users in India. I'm sure Taibbi is all over this. Why don't you invite me on your show to talk about it, since you're so absolutely sure of what I'll say? What the fuck? Why?
Yeah, and you said, look, we'll read your words. Why don't you invite me on your show to talk about it, since you're so absolutely sure of what I'll say? You're right, I'm not sure. What is your view on Musk working with Modi to censor speech?
That's what you ask him about the particulars about it. But listen, this came up the first time. I think it was Twitter Files number 6, when you said after this was a big one that we had done about the relationship between Twitter, the FBI, and the DHS. And as that story came out, you were giving me a hard time about tweeting through it, I think was the quote. Essentially, you said, you don't, so essentially, you're arguing that this information was not in the public interest, that I somehow shouldn't have done this story that I'd worked hard on.
I worked hard on it.
Elon Musk tweeted something? You don't think that story
No, I said
was
he
in the
banned
public
journalists. I think hold on, Matt. If you're doing a story about free speech on Twitter and the head of Twitter bans journalists, yeah, I think most people. By the way, Barry Weiss, your partner in crime on that, your colleague, your reporter. Sorry for that euphemism. Your reporting colleague. She actually did call him out. So it's weird that Barry Weiss had more integrity on that. Some might argue, your critics might say, than you did. Look, we're running out of time. You don't want to talk about India? That's fine. You can go away and research it. But you volunteered to come on the show to talk about it. I got to ask you about the clip on Joe Rogan. You've seen the clip. It was mentioned at Congress. I do want to get your response to it. Can we play the clip of you telling Joe Rogan about how you should deal with sources who give you information? Let's play that clip.
With any kind of journalist, like once you start getting handed things, then you've
over.
lost. You know what I mean? They have you at that point, and you got to get out of that habit. You know, it's like, or you can't cross that line.
So per your own words, Matt, you crossed that line and Musk has you. Those are your words.
The hilarity of this coming from MSNBC, which did nothing but vomit up fake Russiagate stories that came straight from the FBI for 6 consecutive years that you guys still haven't apologized for.
Great. I wasn't there in that period, so I've got nothing to apologize. I'm asking you your words. Did you cross a line? It's a very simple question. You can what about and deflect. It's a simple question. We played a clip for you. I'm giving you a chance to answer. Did you cross the line? Your words.
No, I did not. The stories are self-contained stories that hold up in themselves. And what I was talking about in the Joe Rogan story, I was quoting a passage from Seymour Hersh's book, Reporter, when he was talking about when he was given a story by the CIA about an Israeli spy that they had caught. And he was saying something to the effect of, I, who had always gotten the material, was being handed the material. So, yeah, look, it sounds bad, but this stuff is clearly in the public interest. It's real, it's true, and I'm doing the best I can to report it. The question is, the test you always have with your sources is whether or not this stuff is in the public interest and whether it's accurate. And apparently I've gotten like one thing wrong or a few things wrong, but mostly I think these stories are going to hold up over the test of time, unlike your Russiagate story.
Russiagate?
So let me ask you this, Matt, and you're going to say this is a bad faith question, but let me just be clear. I'm not questioning your work ethic. You keep saying, you seem to be offended. I'm sure you work very hard. I was a big fan of yours for many years. I've always admired your writing. Which is why I have to ask this last question, which you're going to say in bad faith, but I promise it is. It's genuinely as a former fan. You tweeted in response to Jim Jordan, and you started the interview saying, oh, my journey. You have been on a journey for many of us. You said it was an honor. Thank you, Chairman Jim Jordan. It was an honor. A lot of people think that sounded a bit fawning to one of the most right-wing members of Congress. Later, you meet Ted Cruz.
I don't think it's an honor to be invited to Congress.
Who calls you a true patriot. He calls you a true patriot, and you're all looking very intense in that picture. I wonder, when you met Ted Cruz, did you tell Ted Cruz how you wrote in 2015 that he has, quote, big doses of Tea Party energy, and in 2018 that he's like an incurable skin condition? Do you understand why, Matt, those people who have read your stuff find it amazing now, the people you are?
Ted Cruz knows what I've written about him over the years. He knows that I talked about him as, I described him as having a face like a waterlogged Reagan mask sewn together at gunpoint. He knows all that stuff. But that's the
Twitter
point.
files.
This is America. We don't have to agree all the time. I don't have to like them these people all the time. They're on this issue. They're giving oxygen to something that I think is important, that I think a lot of people is important. And if he wants to meet me, that's fine. If Jim Jordan wants me to come talk in front of Congress, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to answer questions. If I'm wrong about something, I'm happy to answer that too. But
I guess where we disagree is
that I'm committing some kind of a capital offense by testifying in Congress about my own reporting, answering questions factually, and meeting these people is ridiculous.
I guess where we disagree, Matt.
It is an honor to talk to Congress. It was an honor to talk to Congress, and I'm proud that I did that.
I mean, not every congressional committee is an honor to appear in front of. I'm pretty sure it wasn't an honor to be invited when people were invited to the House Un-American Activities Committee. I mean, this is the point, Matt. The context, and we're out of time, sadly, but the context is that the Republicans, Matt, are banning books. and threatening the press. Ron DeSantis is threatening to get rid of anonymous sources.
Again,
and you're telling us...
mentioning something that I didn't write about. How many things
I didn't say
are
you wrote about it. Well, exactly. That's the problem, that you seem to think the Democrats, not the Republicans, are a big threat to speech, and I just don't see it. I wish we had more time to get into that.
Democrats
but we
are
spent a lot of time.
Are you crazy? I mean, you don't think the Democrats are a threat to speech? Have you been paying attention?
Yes, I think all politicians are a threat to speech. But in this country, if you think the Republican Party is not the biggest threat to speech, then I don't know what to say to you. Maybe you should log off a bit and go to Florida. We have to disagree. We'll have to disagree on that. I think the black voter who was arrested in Florida, or the woman arrested for taking an abortion pill, might not say that cat turd 2 being de-amplified was the biggest story of the year. But we will have to leave it there, Matt. Thank you for appearing on the show.
What about the Hunter Biden story?
Appreciate your time. I don't think I've ever written about the Hunter Biden story, so maybe you should apologize to me for putting words in my mouth. You said at the beginning I put words. I never said a word about the Hunter Biden story, but we will be right back.
Jesus Christ. This wasn't live, right? Why not just book like an hour or two for an interview like this? Oh my God. It was live? The whole 30 minutes was live? Oh, jeez. Medhi is always as brutal? Yeah, but I'm just... I don't know why that I don't know why that other guy agreed to.
You know, the other day I was hanging out with some of my buddies,
6 days
TC
ago.
and JJ. That's Ted Cruz and Jim Jordan. And
hey, Destiny, after you finish this game, is there any possibility you play Dwarf Fortress? Love your content.
Never.
And keep up the excellent work.
We were just talking about how libs like you kind of don't get it.
This is a troll call. Okay, gotcha. Don't care. John Stewart and Deputy of Defense.
Do you feel like these are unfair questions of somebody within a department of that size and scope? Do you feel that it's somewhat unfair?
You have a particular thing you really want to talk about and you're asking me other questions, but I don't think it's unfair to ask me about the audit. It's absolutely the case that the United States military should be able to pass an audit, and we've got to be on that pathway to get there.
But don't you think that does speak to the larger point that we're trying to get at, which is good journalism uncovers corruption? And
okay, I mean, good journalism does uncover corruption, but I'm not sure these two things are linked. An audit is not.
But they are.
Okay, so you need to explain to me, do you understand what an audit does and the degree to which it is linked to the question that you're asking?
I believe so.
Okay, go ahead. Give me your explanation.
No, I don't mind learning. So what I would suggest is that the audit that they have in the military doesn't really look at whether or not there's efficacy. It's just whether they got delivered the thing that they ordered. And
that is any audit. That is any audit. That is true.
But generally, those audits aren't $400 billion.
No, he's going to play satisfactory law.
$1.7 trillion for a plane that doesn't seem to be doing. Like, there is a lot of waste, fraud, and abuse within a system.
Audits and waste, fraud, and abuse are not the same thing. So let's decompose these pieces for a moment.
Please educate me on
Sure.
What
so an audit is
difference
exactly what you just described, which is, do I know what was delivered to which place?
Right.
The ability to pass an audit, or the fact that the DoD has not passed an audit, is not suggestive of waste, fraud, and abuse. That is completely false right there. So
what is
now
it
it's a question of, it's suggestive that we don't have an accurate inventory that we can pull up of what we have where. That is not the same as saying we can't do that because waste, fraud, and abuse has occurred.
So in my world, that's waste.
How is that waste?
If I give you $1 billion and you can't tell me what happened to it, that to me is wasteful. That means you are not responsible. But if you can't tell me where it went, then what am I supposed to think? And when there has been reporting, I mean, this is not, look, I'm not saying this is on you and that you caused this, but I think it's a tough argument to
I'm pretty
make
sure
that
I didn't cause it.
an $850 billion budget to an organization that can't pass an audit and tell you where that money went, like, I think most people would consider that somewhere in the realm of waste, fraud, or abuse, because they would wonder why that money isn't well accounted for. And especially when they see food insecurity on military bases, and they see...
You want to talk about that? Because that's a good... we should be talking... I mean,
Well,
I'm
it's
trying to
all-
understand
is-
where you're trying to go, other than the dollars, which really bother you.
I think it doesn't really bother me. I think it's all connected.
Okay.
I think
tell
when
me,
I
tell
look...
me that story. Tell me how you're thinking
Well,
about that.
when I see a State Department get a certain amount of money and a military budget be 10 times that, and I see a struggle within government to get people like more basic services, and then that department that got that, I mean, we got out of 20 years of war and the Pentagon got a $50 billion raise. Like, that's shocking to me. Now, I may not understand exactly the ins and outs and the incredible magic of an audit, but I'm a human being who lives on the earth and can't figure out how $850 billion to a department means that the rank and file still have to be on food stamps. Like, to me, that's fucking corruption. I'm sorry. And if that blows your mind, and if you think like that's like a crazy agenda for me to have, I really
How many
think
is there data on that? How many? My understanding is that people that are deployed or live on base is like generally do okay. Like your housing is paid for. A lot of people, you just bank your military pay. If you eat on base, I think it's either discounted or not. Like if you shop at the commissary, it's tax free. Are a lot of people at bases like struggling with food now? Is that a thing?
That's institutional thinking, and that it's not looking at the day-to-day reality of the people that you call the greatest fighting force in the world. So I get back to this idea of like, I'm not looking to pick a fight with you, but I am surprised at that the reaction to these questions are, you don't know what an audit is, bucko. Like, that's just weird to me.
Okay, on food insecurity, major priority for us. A lot of funds are going toward that. The biggest issues we have found, first of all, we have significantly increased funding on food insecurity, and we do think we are getting much better on that. We believe some of the challenges we face are not what you often think of as food insecurity as hunger. They're really around, do we have food available? For instance, as people come on and off shifts, is it healthy food? Those are the types of food insecurity issues we are seeing in and around our military installations. We have increased pay 2 times in a row here. We've done 4.6% pay raise last year. We've asked for a 5.2% pay raise this year. We've also increased basic allowances and increased housing and pay and other allowances. So overall, we definitely think we need to increase the spending that we are putting forward toward our service members and their families. We're putting our money where our mouth is. Another big area is childcare. Spending a lot more money on childcare. That includes both childcare facilities and it includes benefit that allows folks to go out on the economy to get childcare and have that subsidized by the government. Those are all examples of ways we're trying to put money forward for our service members and their families.
We have a new extra. Did he get blinded? Oh.
A cringe no button.
Wow, I hit my... He hit his head when he jumped and he threw the pearl.
A cringe no button.
Wow, I hit my... Schellenberger and Joe Rogan doing a victory lap of the Twitter files 9 days ago.
The joke.
15 minutes. Okay, hold on. Give me a second to grab Red Bull and stuff. We're going to watch that. 1 sec. Also, I'm switching over to Kick, okay? Let's stop on my YouTube stream. Good luck. Kick.com/Destiny. Oh, also, we need to look for Kick mods. So if you're a guy that wants to moderate on Kick, we're looking for you, okay? Be right back.